Ep46, when clicks don't turn into sales. That's when you're advertising on Facebook, Amazon, BookBub, and you're paying per click. People are clicking and they're not buying. What are the causes? What are the causes for this? Sometimes it's a misclick. I know I've clicked on stuff where just scrolling and fat fingered it and clicked on stuff. So you're going to have a certain number of those. Also, you'll have people click on it because they think it's something else. I ran an ad for one of my series, and we had a female on the cover, and ran an ad just with her picture, and we got a massive number of clicks. But and got them for cheap, like 10 cents, because there's a huge number of clicks. But I guess guys were looking for free porn, and they didn't get it, so they didn't buy, because they weren't buying a space adventure book. So yes, take care with your ads. Even your ad copy, just like your cover, needs to be aligned with your genre and kind of tell the story that you want people to be interested in. Sexy women, you put that on your cover. Guess what? You're going to get a lot of clicks, but you won't necessarily get a lot of sales. And you want clicks to turn into sales. That makes it a lot cheaper to advertise your books then. A cover is not aligned with the clicker's genre. So you're advertised, you have this great cover, people click on it, and then they start reading the blurb, and it's like, that's not what I clicked on the cover for. I'm clicked on the cover because of, I thought it was going to be this military sci-fi. You had mechs on the cover, but then you're telling me it's a romance novel. Make sure your blurb is aligned with your cover. The cover is the one that promises them a certain emotional feeling. That's whether it's a science fiction reader, a fantasy reader, picture of an elf on the cover, very clear, picture of the young girl with the glowy hands, urban fantasy. Those are clear when you get over there. Then the blurb, and this is the final thing, the blurb needs to seal the deal. The blurb is what is going to get them to buy. Unless they've had a recommendation from a friend, then none of the other stuff really matters. Then they can go there directly on Amazon and get you one without you having to pay for an advertising fee, a cost per click, a CPC. You don't have to do any of that because friends advertising, that's people have street teams for that, where, hey, help me promote my book. Okay, I love this book. I get to read it for free. I get to read it early. Oh my God, look at this. It's awesome. My favorite author. I love being on this team. That's what you want eventually to build. And then those people go forth and shout the message, wear sandwich boards, walking down city streets, and all the good stuff that comes with a great street team. But we're not talking street teams. We're talking advertising. You're just getting your message out there. Hey, here's my book. Do you find it interesting? Kind of approach. It's the not you going on social media sites and say, hey, I wrote a book. Please buy my book. That's not very effective. What you want to do is you advertise, you write a catchy little tagline, a cat and his human minions, and you get people in there and they're like, hey, okay. And the blurb kind of aligns. My best one was a 1 to 4. I got one sale for every 4 clicks. That's the best I've ever been able to accomplish. I like 1 to 10, 1 to 15. When you get to 130, one click, one buy out of 30 clicks, then you got issues and you're paying a lot to get one person into your book. You better have a huge backlist or a really long series in order to get your money back, because you're paying more to get that one buy than what you're getting back from that single sale. So the blurb, the great thing about a blurb that doesn't really resonate or doesn't seal the deal, those are free to change as often as you want. If you change them in Author Central, then if you do a price change or anything, it will go back to what is in the KDP dashboard. So you have the 2 accounts, Author Central, then you can change the blurb, but it doesn't stick. If you're changing it off, do it in Author Central, because if you change it in KDP, it locks up your account. You can't make any other changes, like a price change or anything like that, for a set amount of time, however long it takes for that price change to go through. So if you're changing your blurb daily, do it in Author Central. But if you like one that's starting to resonate, put it into KDP, into your dashboard, before you make any other changes. And one thing I do is I keep track of them. I have my metadata for each book. And if I try a new blurb, I just put that in there, copy, paste. And then I go to Kindlepreneur, get that HTML. The blurb, it has to close the deal. The cover needs to get them in. The ad needs to get them in. It needs to be aligned with your genre. Genre equals marketing. It's the biggest group of people who might like your book. So that's what you're trying to get in there. And if it's wrong, well, then you can change that. And at one point, how do you know that it's just your book isn't very good? Well, that's after they bought it. So we'll talk about that later. All right, everybody, that's it. When clicks don't turn into sales, a lot of little information, some acronyms. Hopefully I didn't confuse you too much, but it's only 5.5 minutes.